want you to sit back, or in a room with me, listening carefully as I guide you through one of the most powerful skills you could ever develop in your life, the ability to speak English with anyone, anywhere, with confidence. Now, I know what you might be thinking, Jessica, I've studied English for years, but when it comes to speaking, my mind goes blank. Or maybe you're saying to yourself, I understand English movies, I can read English articles, but when I meet a native speaker, I freeze. Trust me, I hear this all the time. And I want you to know something very important right from the start: you are not alone. Millions of learners across the world struggle with speaking, not because they're not smart, not because they're not hardworking, but because no one ever taught them the real psychology and practical steps of speaking English with people in real life. So, this episode is not just about grammar, it's not just about vocabulary, it's about breaking down the wall that separates you from fluency. By the time you finish listening to this episode, you will have a clear understanding of how to transform your mindset, how to practice effectively, and most importantly, how to walk up to any person and feel confident starting a conversation in English. Let's begin this journey together. Why speaking English matters so much. I want to start by asking you a very simple question. Why do you want to speak English? Think about it for a moment. Maybe it's for your career, maybe it's to pass an interview, maybe it's because you want to travel and connect with people from around the world. Or maybe it's something more personal, maybe you want to impress your friends, or you just don't want to feel left out in conversations. Whatever your reason is, let me tell you this: English is not just a language. English is opportunity. It is the language of international business. It is the language of science, of technology, of movies, of global communication. Whether you're in Bangladesh, Brazil, Egypt, India, or Spain, English connects you to people and possibilities far beyond your local world. Imagine being able to sit in a meeting with international colleagues and contribute confidently. Imagine traveling to a new country and making friends without hesitation. Imagine reading books, watching shows, and listening to podcasts without waiting for translations. English does all of this for you. And when you speak it with confidence, doors open. Opportunities come. People respect you. But here's the truth: knowing English in your head and speaking it with your mouth are two different things. And this is where most learners get stuck. The biggest struggles learners face. Now, let's be very honest for a moment. You might already know a lot of English words. You might even be able to write essays or read complex texts. But when it comes to speaking, something happens. Your throat tightens. Your heart beats fast. Your brain goes into panic mode. Why? Well, there are a few reasons. Fear of making mistakes. You think, if I say something wrong, people will laugh at me. They'll think I'm stupid. So instead of speaking, you stay quiet. Translating in your head. You try to build every English sentence by first thinking in your native language, then translating word by word. This slows you down, and by the time you're ready, the conversation has already moved on. Limited practice. You study grammar books, you watch videos, you do exercises. But you rarely practice real conversations. So your brain has knowledge, but your tongue has no muscle memory. Low confidence. You compare yourself to others. You think, their accent is better. They speak faster. I can't do that. And this belief holds you back. Now here's the beautiful part, all of these struggles can be fixed. Yes, every single one of them. And today, I'm going to show you how. The mindset shift you need. Before we talk about techniques, before we talk about practice methods, we need to fix the foundation. That foundation is your mindset. I want you to imagine a baby learning to speak. Does that baby worry about grammar? Does the baby feel embarrassed if they mispronounce a word? No. The baby just keeps trying, keeps repeating, keeps using the little words they know until one day, they can speak fluently. That's how you need to approach English. You see, fluency doesn't come from perfection. Fluency comes from connection. When you speak English with someone, your goal is not to deliver a perfect grammar exam. Your goal is to connect, to share your idea, to be understood. If you make mistakes, so what? Everyone makes mistakes. Even native speakers make mistakes. So, the first mindset shift I want you to make is this. Backhand index pointing right. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to be understood. The second mindset shift is this. Backhand index pointing right. Every conversation is practice, not a test. Think about it. When you meet someone and you try to speak in English, you are not being graded by a teacher. You are simply practicing. Every mistake is just one step closer to fluency. The third mindset shift is. Backhand index pointing right. Confidence comes before fluency. Yes, you heard me right. People think, I'll be confident when I'm fluent. But the truth is the opposite. You have to act confident first, even when you're not fluent. That confidence will allow you to practice more, and practice will give you fluency. A personal story to inspire you. Let me tell you a story. One of my students, Ahmed, from Egypt, told me that for years he avoided speaking English. He studied grammar, he watched hundreds of YouTube videos, but he never spoke with anyone because he was scared of sound. You can only learn by. That was his breakthrough moment. From then on, online partners. English transformed. The same will happen for you. You don't need to wait until you feel ready. You need to start speaking now. Soft background music rises. In this first part of our masterclass, I want you to carry these 3 powerful truths with you. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be understood. Every conversation is practice, not a test. Confidence comes before fluency. Hold on to these. Because in the next part, I will give you step-by-step techniques and practical strategies that will show you exactly how to practice, how to build real fluency, and how to speak English with anyone you meet. Welcome back, my friends. This is Jessica, and you're listening to our Masterclass podcast episode on how